Hey my friends, it's 10 to 9 in the morning, and that is a pale moon in your screen, on your screen. There it is, just above the street lamp. This is about as much as I can give you on the Zoom, on this little phone of mine. Obviously, the sun is well up, 9 in the morning. Obviously that's still a half moon, as it was an hour ago when I filmed it. And obviously it's not the earth that's creating the shadow, which is what we're all taught. And even if you've got that other excuse lined up in your mind about some other reason why it's getting that shadow, you're still allowing the idea that at some time of the month the earth is creating the shadow, and other times of the month there's another force creating the shadow, as yet kind of really. They're busy spraying. There's a lot of dust being thrown up into the sky. We will lose the moon soon enough. Not because it's gone so far away, but because the general fogginess of the atmosphere will occlude it. It won't be bright enough to continue shining upon us with its cold light. Just finished up at the dump, and I think I was like, oh, if only I was filming it as I was there, because as I was there, the guy who had been in the little cabin as I came through, and he didn't come out to he waved me through, but you know, because he waved me through, it was okay for me to go. He approaches this woman who came in sometime after me, I guess, but she came in, and he came up to her and said, "You saw me there, you should have stopped to present your papers." And you know, something, I didn't overhear all of it, but something to the effect of, you know, next time, you know, and you saw me, and she was saying, I didn't really see you, and it wasn't like I didn't, you know, think I needed to, and you know. What's additionally kind of illuminating about this interaction was that the official wearing the high-vis jacket, the name badge, identification badge, and the body camera, that official was a black man of African origin or descent. The lady that he was chastising for having just driven into the into the dump without having shown appropriate paperwork to prove that she lived in the local area, and she wasn't, perhaps, this is a very middle-class looking white lady, you know, in probably, I think it was quite a fancy car too. You know, because their concern is that, you know, rogue traders and gypsies and that type are coming from other areas and bringing their rubbish into this local authority and causing them expense to sell it on to other traders. And so this middle-class lady, you know, probably 50s, in her 50s, was being sternly told off by this 35, 40-year-old black man. So, you know, when people say it's the white man that's holding us down, they forget that, you know, it's really impossible for the white man to go into 500, 1,000 strong, go into, you know, I've said this a few times, but go into a foreign country like in the Congo, for example, not speak the language, not know the lay of the land, and with 1,000 men just kind of take control of that country. No, of course not. Because people within those countries, within those places, those territories, are of the ilk who are willing to wear the suit, to be the Agent Smith, for whatever this the sellout reason is, but to be that person, and it knows no color. This thing of wanting to lord it over or control over or belief in a system of control. It'll be Muslims and Christians and black and women and gays and disabled people alike who will come and say, you know, I like what you're saying about some of the stuff, but oh my gosh, you know, the people in charge could not be that powerful or not have sown such a deep deception upon us. Okay, well, that's you know, that's an interesting lay of the land, really, isn't it? Because I can't you change things. You want this system to kind of tweak it slightly, and that's what it loves doing. Oh, let's tweak slightly here. Let's have a little Theresa May and a Donald Trump charade over there with Putin pulled in or out like a syringe as we need him. I'm driving past that incredible building. I should have a look at this building, man. See if I can pull up and give you guys a little treat. I can't stop there. Not really many places for me to pull over. Oh, here we go. This will do. This will do. Guys, give me a moment and I'm just going to run over the road here and show you a building that's like, for me, all got that kind of Tartarian hallmark. We call it something else in history, don't we? But definitely, definitely of the mud flood family. There we go. There we go. Look at the portholes. Cymatics. Eden Park High School. Oh, they've amalgamated 2 high schools into this one building recently. What fascinates me is the window at ground level, and then that ground level seems to get lost into what is the entranceway. I don't want to get too close to the school. You know how sensitive we are nowadays. It's a high school, so it's no children in that way, but they're in class now. Okay. Beautiful gates. But yeah, I mean, if you follow the ground level from there to here, you all of a sudden you start getting this extra floor, don't you? See that? There, now these bigger windows for a whole floor that isn't on that side of the building. Would you really do that? Why not just, you know, flatten the whole site, and it shouldn't be too difficult for builders of this quality. Is this building 200 years old? I don't know. I know that there's some guys that are satisfied with just going to a government website, seeing what the government tells them it is, and for them that's enough evidence that their history, their version of history, their indoctrination set is intact. 1 or 2 minor tweaks here and there, my dear fellow, but really it's perfectly unadulterated, untainted. Poppycock. I hope that cyclist didn't think I was talking to him. So, my friends,